Tammy talks about. Normally I don't cover politics here, but one of our old friends, Roberta Kaplan, has made the news again, so I thought we could go over this article in the International Business Times together. The title to the article is Me Too leaders Roberta Kaplan and Tina Shin helped Cuomo scupper Lindsey Borland's complaint. Little Miss Roberta Kaplan, the same one who, in a statement, September 6th of 2019, and I took some notes, said, "Now that we are in this case, we fully intend to put an end to this meritless bullying of our client once and for all." That was a statement she made about Amber Heard in the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard case. And, what do you know? Oh, and yes, she famously stepped down as Amber's attorney because, gas is just so high. And she's also scrubbed all comments that pertain to her. Wonder why. Let's read this article. Two co-founders of Time's Up, the outfit at the leading edge of the hashtag #MeToo movement, allegedly helped New York Governor Andrew Cuomo in drafting a letter attacking accuser Lindsey Borland, says the New York State Attorney report. Borland had been the first to publicly come out with allegations that Cuomo sexually harassed her. Attorney General Letitia James' bombshell report released on Tuesday had revealed that Cuomo sexually harassed 11 women, including current and former state employees. There were widespread calls for the governor's resignation. The report also highlighted that Cuomo's staff reportedly sought the help of Time's Up Legal Defense Fund founder Roberta Kaplan and Time's Up CEO Tina Shin in drafting a letter that smeared one of his accusers and punched her credibility. But isn't that funny? Because also on September 6th in 2019, she stated, "There's a stark irony at the heart of this case. In December 2018, defendant Amber Heard published an op-ed calling for changes to laws and rules and social norms so that women who come forward to talk about violence receive more support. She warned that such reform is necessary because of powerful men who have been accused of violence will spare nothing to punish and harass their accusers." That's from Hollywood Reporter, and that was a motion she made in court. So if you have any thoughts that she would do something like this, well, my goodness. And if you don't know sarcasm, that's what that was. Okay. Time's Up is a charity which raises money to support victims of sexual harassment. It was founded January 1st, 2018 by Hollywood celebrities in response to the Weinstein charges in the Me Too movement. And Harvey Weinstein is a former client of Roberta Kaplan, as is Jussie Smollett. The report details how Cuomo and a group of advisors drafted a letter in December 2020 to attack the credibility of Lindsey Borland. The letter denied the legitimacy of Ms. Borland's allegations and punched her credibility and attacked her claims as politically motivated, including the theories about connections with supporters of President Trump and a politician with an alleged interest in running for governor, James said. Lindsey Borland is a former aide to Governor Cuomo. She published a lengthy essay in February 21, accusing the governor of sexual harassment and outlining several unsettling episodes, including an unsolicited kiss in his Manhattan office. Melissa DeRosa, the governor's top aide, said that he initially drafted the letter by hand. According to the report, though Cuomo said he did not write it and only worked alongside others in the drafting process, reported the National Review. Wow, this sounds eerily like the op-ed that Amber published in the Washington Post that was written by the ACLU. See how all of this ties together? Greed. That's all it is. The report reveals that DeRosa said that she had concerns about the letter and was worried it might backfire. Cuomo then directed her to seek out input from attorney Roberta Kaplan, co-founder of the Time's Up Legal Defense Fund with CEO Tina Shin. Kaplan works as legal counsel for DeRosa. According to Ms. DeRosa, Ms. Kaplan read the letter to the head of the advocacy group Time's Up, and both Shin and Kaplan allegedly suggested that without the statements, Ms. Borland's interactions with male colleagues The letter was fine, James wrote. The founders of anti-harassment group helped Andrew Cuomo try to dodge his sexual harassment charges. This is repulsive on so many levels. Dan Eberhardt, I'm sorry. Ms. DeRosa, I'm sorry, my computer's going crazy. Ms. DeRosa reported back to the governor that Ms. Kaplan, oh, my goodness, my computer decided to just go crazy. Let's see. Oh, it backed up. I apologize for that. My laptop just decided to go crazy. Yeah, okay. Ms. DeRosa reported back to the governor that Ms. Kaplan and the head of Time's Up thought the letter was okay with some changes, as did Cuomo ally Steve Cohen, but everyone else thought it was a bad idea, James adds, according to the National Review. A spokesperson for Time's Up responded to the report in a statement to the Hollywood Reporter. Of course, to the Hollywood Reporter. Before any allegations were made against Governor Cuomo, in 2019, Time's Up worked with the administration to pass the Time's Up/New York Safety Agenda. In December 2020, Tina was asked to give her perspective on a public response to Ms. Boylan's allegations, a spokesperson said. Although Tina made no recommendations as to what he should do, she shared the stance that Time's Up has always taken in these matters, the spokesperson added. She was clear that any response coming from the governor's office addressing the allegations would be insufficient and unacceptable if it did not acknowledge the experiences of the women who came forward, and that it should in no way shame or discredit the women. Oh, please, please. The letter to discredit Boylan was ultimately not shared publicly after Cuomo's team struggled to find anyone willing to sign it, according to James. I wonder why. Meanwhile, people on Twitter are calling this a shameful and disgusting example of the hypocrisy. One Twitter user wrote, "This is insane. #MeToo went from a very important movement to something else altogether." Yes, it did it never was. I mean, I'm sorry, but it was ruined a long time ago. It's a real shame it ended up becoming a political tool because it was such a good thing in the beginning. And that's the problem. It was a political tool from the get-go. Another Twitter user said, "Women are just the vehicle to be used as cudgels to further the leftist agenda, nothing more. Most of us knew this." One comment read, "The very people who are supposed to be there for women smear her." Exactly. And that's what they tried to do to Johnny, but it didn't work. And that is the article. And I want to read one more statement that Miss Roberta Kaplan made on November 25th, 2019. Let's just look at this. While Mr. Depp would like the trial to be a he said, she said contest with his own skills as an actor, Ms. Heard, who would prefer that the case be, I can't even read this with straight face, about the truth of what really happened. Boy, the truth is coming out. Has asked the court for a relatively brief 2-month continuance to give her time to obtain the evidence that Mr. Depp has stubbornly resisted producing. Well, this was a flat-out lie. Even the judge said it was continued at the request of both parties because of difficulties taking depositions of people taken in California. And, of course, this lie was fed to the media, and the media, they just ran with it. It just spread like wildfire because they of course, get to make Johnny out to be this bad, terrible person. And that's what Roberta Kaplan does. She destroys people, tries to. But as long as people are telling the truth and continue and not give up, so I advise Ms. Boylan to continue with her fight and not give up, because Roberta Kaplan she's just a liar. That's all she is. And she represents liars like Amber Heard and Governor Cuomo, things like that. But that's my own opinion. I personally think Governor Cuomo should step down. It's a ridiculous mess, and it needs to be taken into court. But he needs to step down. He represents the state, and he should get this straightened out. And if just for argument's sake, say it turns out to not be true, then he should be allowed to step back into being the governor. But until this is taken care of, he should step down. That's my own opinion. Like I said, I don't normally do top politics because this is a minefield. But unfortunately, what I normally cover, which has been the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard case, it is all about politics. See, in the Johnny Depp case, the ACLU wrote the op-ed for Amber Heard. in an attempt to get funding continued for the Violence Against Women Act. And that would have cost them, if that act had not been continued, it would have cost them hundreds of millions of dollars. So Roberta Kaplan, who claims to defend women and then turns around and tries to destroy Miss Boylan, sounds about right for her. Tell me what you think. Leave me a comment down below. Leave me a thumbs up if you like this video. Share this video. Think topics like this are important. And if you haven't subscribed here, I'd love to have you subscribe and become part of this channel. And as always, until next time, be blessed.